What's up, guys? Welcome back to another edition of 101 Sports and Cards. I'm Nathan Hall, and with me, Jared Fresh.
What's going on?
We're going to start in the NFL, of course. Get to a couple of news before I give my NFL mock draft. My final mock draft. So first off, the Eagles signed Devontae Smith to a 3-year, $75 million extension. At least he can actually get an extension because these guys are still waiting for it, and they are missing voluntary workouts, so they don't actually have to be there. But it could lead to missing actually mandatory camp eventually. So them players include CeeDee Lamb, Micah Parsons, so 2 Cowboys, and Justin Jefferson. How do you feel?
It was sucky anyways.
They did say they're still not going to trade him, and the Cowboys have other problems besides trying to sign them. So a lot of people speculating that the Cowboys are going to take a quarterback in the draft since they refuse to sign Dak to an extension. I don't have them taking a QB in the first round, though. So here is my NFL mock draft. Of course, the draft is next Thursday. Round 1 will be next Thursday. I can't wait. At number 1, I have the Bears taking Caleb Williams. Although they shouldn't. They should take Jaden Daniels, but, they're going to take Caleb Williams. At 2, I have the Commanders taking Jaden Daniels. Honestly, I don't know if this is going to happen. The Commanders today had Jaden Daniels, J.J. McCarthy, Drake May, and Michael Penix Jr. all at their facility doing interviews with them. So it's kind of weird that they have the number 2 pick, and we're a week away from the draft, basically, and they still really don't know who they're going to take. I mean, that is just the Commanders' organization. At number 3, I have the Patriots taking J.J. McCarthy. Yes, I have J.J. McCarthy ahead of Drake May, because everybody is just sleeping on Drake May. People love J.J. McCarthy. I don't know why. I don't think he's going to be that good. I think he'll be solid. He's not a... I don't even think he's a first-round pick, to be honest. I'd take him in the second round. At number 4, I have the Cardinals taking Marvin Harrison Jr. Of course, they could trade back, because, the Vikings and the Giants both want to trade up to take a QB. I do have the Vikings trading up to number 5 with the Chargers, and them taking Drake May. Would you like that more than J.J. McCarthy?
I think pretty much anybody's better than J.J. McCarthy.
There are some that I've seen where they have Jaden Daniels falling to the Vikings.
I wouldn't mind that.
I would, because I don't want him to be a Viking. I mean, I don't want him to be a Commander either, but...
I'd either want Jane Daniels, Drake May, or Michael Penix.
You're not going to take Penix. I'm going to tell you that right now. At number 6, I have the Giants taking Malik Neighbors. I do not believe the Giants are going to be able to offer what the Vikings are to trade up and take a QB. So, and they can just go ahead and build around Daniel Jones. Wait till next year's QB class. At number 7, I have the Titans taking offensive tackle Olu Fashanu. I think that's how you say his name. At number 8, I have the Falcons taking defensive lineman Dallas Turner. He is the best defensive player in the draft. Number 9, I have the Bears taking Rome Odunze. They need a wide receiver after getting rid, or just letting go of Darnell Mooney. Number 10, I have the Jets taking offensive tackle Joe Alt. I've seen a lot of people saying in mock drafts that they're going to take Brock Bowers. Why? They don't need a tight end. They need an offensive lineman. And Joe Alt is the best offensive lineman in this draft. It's not Fashanu. Number 11, I have I don't know why I have 2 people there. I really don't. So, I had to go through and change a lot of stuff. So, number 11, I have the Chargers taking, of course, the Chargers getting the Vikings pick. I have them taking Brock Bowers. The Chargers need everything besides a quarterback and a head coach, because they found their head coach. But this would be huge to actually give Herbert a solid, really great tight end. Like, Brock Bowers should, if this was not like a QB heavy draft with a lot of teams needing QBs, Brock Bowers would be a top 5 pick. What do you want? At number 12, I have the Broncos taking defensive lineman Laiatu Latu, I believe is how you say his name. He would be the best defensive player in this draft if he did not have neck problems, which is not very good for a defensive player. If they don't take him, I have them taking Bo Nix. I guess that's why I put it there. The Broncos do need a QB. I don't think they're going to be able to trade up to get one. And I believe they value Bo Nix more because Bo Nix has a QB comparison of Drew Brees. Of course, Sean Payton, Coach Drew Brees in New Orleans. Number 13, I have the Raiders taking Michael Penix Jr. They need a QB. they think they need a QB. I don't think they do. I think
Aiden's.
Aiden O'Connell's not that bad, but whatever. Apparently, Jaden Daniels really wants to be a Raider. I don't see the Raiders trading up into the top 2 or 3 picks to
Gonna give up
get
everybody?
him. I mean, that would be great to see him and Devontae with each other, but it'd also be cool to see Penix and Devontae with each other. Number 14, I have the Saints taking offensive tackle J.C. Latham. 15, I have the Colts taking offensive tackle Talise Fuaga. 16, I have Seahawks taking offensive guard Jackson Power Johnson. He is an offensive guard / center. 17, I have the Jags taking cornerback Quinyon Mitchell. He is not the best corner in the league, or in this draft in the league. No crap, he's not the best corner in the league. He's not the best corner in this draft. He's just been very high on everybody's mock drafts. But he's not the guy that I would take if I was a GM. But I'm going to go with some of the other people that know probably a little bit more than I do. At 18, I have the Bengals taking offensive guard Troy Fuatanu. A lot of people had them taking defense. Why would they not take offensive linemen?
Yeah.
I mean, that's the Bengals just need all they need to do in the 7 rounds of the draft is just draft offensive linemen.
That's all they need.
At 19, I have the Rams taking defensive lineman Chop Robinson. This is very high from where a lot of people have him towards the end of the first round. I'm very high on Chop Robinson. I think he's going to have a great career. And the Rams need a defensive lineman with the retirement of Aaron Donald. At 20, I have the Steelers taking offensive tackle Graham Barton. 21, I have the Dolphins taking defensive tackle Byron Murphy II. One of the best defensive players in this draft. 22, I have the Eagles taking offensive tackle Tyler Guyton. They need some offensive linemen, especially a new center now, since Jason Kelce retired. At 23, I have the Chargers. Of course, this is also with the trade with the Vikings. I have the Chargers taking cornerback Terrion Arnold. 24, I have the Cowboys taking wide receiver Adonai Mitchell. They need wide receivers. They need a lot, but they need a wide receiver. I'm not going to be like everybody else who's going to have them taking a QB in the first round. That's not going to happen. At 25, I have my Green Bay Packers taking cornerback Kool-Aid McKinstry. I believe Kool-Aid McKinstry is the best corner in this draft. I don't know why he's so far down in everybody's boards. He's at the end of the first round. Kind of like somebody that I'm going to name later in Cooper DeJean. I believe them two are the best corners in the league, or in the draft. Why do I keep saying in the league? In the draft. But I don't know why everybody's sleeping on him.
Yeah, I agree.
You don't even know who they are. You know who Kool-Aid is, just because he has a very unique name.
I know who he played for.
No crap. Who did he play for them? Where did Cooper DeJean play?
Notre Dame.
Iowa. Oh. Number 26, I have the Buccaneers taking defensive lineman Jared Verse. 27, the Cardinals taking offensive tackle Jordan Morgan. At 28, I have the Bills taking wide receiver Brian Thomas. In my original mock draft, I had the Bills trading up inside the top 6 to get Malik Nabers. And I look back and I'm like, the Bills are not going to do. The Bills are going to stick right where they are. They may trade up inside the top 20. They're not trading inside the top 10. At 29, I have the Lions taking the before-mentioned cornerback Cooper DeJean. At 30, I have the Ravens taking cornerback Nate Wiggins. 31, I have the 49ers taking wide receiver Ladd McConkey. And 32, I have the Chiefs taking wide receiver Jalen Polk, who could be replacing Rashee Rice, because Rashee Rice is a bunch of crap. So that is my NFL mock draft. Will any of these be right? Yes, one of them, because Caleb Williams will be the first pick.
I feel bad for all you Bears fans. You have another Trubisky on your hands.
Now something that you're actually going to put your input into, since you know nothing about the NFL or college football.
I know NFL, not college football. I guess I know a lot about college basketball. Cause, I crushed you.
Oh, thanks.
I crushed you in that tournament.
Moving on to the association. Giannis is to miss at least the first half of the series versus the Pacers. I'm going to tell you later on that they're going to get swept anyway, so it doesn't even matter if they have Giannis or not, because the Pacers are the better team. Also, Dame is also apparently hurt. He was back at practice today. They might as well just not play him either. It's probably better off to not play Dame.
Yeah.
He's been really bad. Jonte Porter was issued a lifetime ban from the NBA today for gambling.
Who?
He was betting on himself. It's Michael Porter Jr.'s brother.
Oh. He's up.
Yes. He was very bad.
So he's a little bit.
Yeah. And nobody really cared anyway. He was actually, I guess, he took the saying, bet on yourself too seriously, because that's what he did. He was betting on himself during games.
It's good money. But until you get caught. Which he did.
It's not that hard to bet on yourself during a game whenever you play like a minute per game on the Raptors. You just take the under on everything. He intentionally hurt himself in one game because he was getting too many minutes.
What's wrong with this dude?
I don't know. The Suns extended Grayson Allen to a 4-year, $70 million contract.
Great deal.
Not a great deal. Overpaid.
Yeah, but
He is a good player. I can't stand the guy. He is a good player. The USA Basketball are planning to finalize their Olympic team. It should be sometime this week. The rumored, or basically the final team, is going to be LeBron, Steph, KD, Joel Embiid, Anthony Davis, Devin Booker, Anthony Edwards, Jason Tatum, Jrue Holiday, Bam Adebayo, Tyrese Halliburton, and Kawhi Leonard, if Kawhi can figure out his knee problems. So clearly the U.S. is going for gold.
Good luck to all the other countries. I
don't know. France. France is pumping out people.
Is Victor playing for France?
Yes, he is.
And then will Bayal too?
Probably.
And then
Probably
else.
Alexander Sarr, who declared for the draft. Rudy Gobert.
Probably them two in the finals. If they don't play each other early on.
No. I don't know. Spain's always good as well.
They are good always.
And I don't know how.
What's another country that's really good all the time? I can't think of the name, but they're always good. I never heard of any of the names. It's not Spain. Some like real name country.
Hey, watch out for Australia. Ben Simmons and Kyrie. If Kyrie decides to actually play for him. I'm pretty sure Kyrie's played for like 4 different countries.
He's probably played for Israel.
All right, move on. So our playoff predictions. So, of course, last night was the first night of the play-in. The Lakers escaped the Pelicans despite Zion putting up 40 points. Zion also got hurt at the end of the game, and he will not play on Friday whenever they face the Kings because the Kings dominated the Warriors to advance to play the Pelicans for the 8th seed. Clay also shot 0 for 10 in the game and was 6 for 3 in what could possibly be his last game as a Warrior. It won't be because they're going to be stupid enough to re-sign him because they don't care about winning.
This will be his last game in his career. The dude sucks. He's horrible.
He would be good off the bench. Like, I'm not giving him a huge contract if
I'm giving him like league minimum. Dude's terrible.
I don't know what happened. So now we're going to give our playoff predictions. So right now, just to let you know, the Heat are beating the Sixers at halftime by 12 points.
Right now.
Yes, so they would be the 7th seed and go on to play the Knicks. So just
what about Bulls and Hawks?
They play later.
Okay.
So in the West, we'll go ahead and start with the play-in. The final spot, who gets the final spot, Kings or Pelicans?
Kings.
I would have said the Pelicans if Zion was healthy. Zion, everybody wants to bash him for his injuries this year. He played a career high 71 games. He had a really good year that nobody talked about. They would have been a lot higher in the standings if Brandon Ingram hadn't have been hurt. Basically half the year.
Yeah.
So, but I'm going to go with the Kings. I think the Kings are a better team. So then we'll both have them moving on. We're going to go West first, then the East. So Kings and Thunder. I'm going with an upset. I'm going to go with the Kings. The Kings have more experience. I don't trust the Thunder. The only 2 guys I trust on the Thunder are Shea and Jalen Williams. Yeah. The good Jalen Williams.
Not
the better Jalen Williams. Because they're both pretty good.
There they are.
I don't see how Chet's going to be able to body Sabonis.
Yeah.
Sabonis is going to go off. Shea's an average defender. I wouldn't say he's the best defender. And De'Aaron Fox has been absolutely on fire. Keegan Murray was the reason they won last night. Dude went out, hit 7 threes. He had more points than the whole team, like in the first quarter, than the rest of the team in the first quarter. I trust the Kings. Now, the Thunder are a very good team. They're just too young. Yeah. I think this is a great experience for them, though, to get a playoff series under their belt. And you never know.
Hey, congrats on clinching the 1 seed in the toughest conference.
Yeah.
And they were bad 2 years ago. Just think. That's what happens when you're bad. And you have arguably the MVP.
He has... Most of the writers have put Shea above Jokic for MVP. I still think it's Jokic.
I think it's Luka. Luka leads everything.
It's not going to be Luka.
It should.
Just because he's the 5 seed.
He's never going to win MVP. He never will.
No. The league just hates him. I don't know why.
He's one of the best players I've ever seen play basketball. I will turn on a Mavericks game over any of the other people in the MVP race. To me, Jokic is boring to watch. He's boring to watch.
He is boring because he's just a boring player.
Yeah.
But he's unbelievably good at
Yes.
being. Jokic is the modern day Tim Duncan.
Yeah.
Which is why I love him.
He's boring to watch. Luka is fun. Luka's shooting for freaking half court and making them. Shea is just, he's just good. The Thunder team is fun to watch.
Let's go to the next matchup, 4 versus 5. The Shea's former team, the Clippers, scoring off against the Mavericks.
Mavericks.
I have the Mavericks. Kawhi's hurt. He has apparently severe knee inflammation. Doctors are very worried about it. So I guess he's going to be the new Lonzo Ball. But unlike Lonzo, Kawhi's a Hall of Famer. Could say that. 2-time champ, 2 times Finals MVP. This Clippers team just needs to blow it up at the end of the year, though, because it has failed.
This is a project fail.
It has failed. And nobody talks about it. The Clippers have the most pressure this postseason, besides the Celtics, just because the Celtics always choke. The Clippers have the most pressure, because Kawhi went there after the 2019 season, after he won with the Raptors, and they're supposed to build a super team. That has not happened. They have the most pressure. And Ty Lue has the most pressure because he was the one that was brought in to coach him.
Yeah.
After winning a championship with LeBron in Cleveland. It hasn't happened. I'm going with the Mavericks. I think Mavericks are the better team. They have the size to be able to really hurt the Clippers. Clippers don't really have size besides Zubac. I mean...
I think Lively can eat him up.
Yeah. And Daniel Gafford.
Yeah.
Since Daniel Gafford's the starter now. And I don't know who's going to slow down both Kyrie and Luka. The only bad thing is, who will Kyrie show up? He hasn't really showed up in a playoff series since he was in Cleveland. So
Yeah, if anything, he'll be making great passes to Luka.
the 3 and the 6 seed, the Timberwolves and the Suns.
T-Wolves.
I'm also going with the Timberwolves. Everybody's picking the Suns. I don't trust the Suns. I don't. They're a great offensive team, but the Timberwolves are a great defensive team.
Yeah. Is Cat back?
Yes.
Okay.
Finally, the Nuggets and the Lakers, a rematch of last year's Western Conference Finals.
The Nuggets.
I'm going with the Nuggets. I'd like to see LeBron move on. I don't see that happening, though. The Nuggets are the best team in the West. If you want to, people can say the Thunder. The Nuggets are the best team.
Look at people. Yeah. They're the deepest.
So Nuggets, Timberwolves, we both have them. I'm going to go with the Nuggets, making it to the Western Conference Finals.
I'm going with the T-Wolves. I think Anthony Edwards puts his team on his shoulders. And I think Rudy goes off for blocking like he always does. And I think Cat's gonna...
Don't you dare say anything good about Rudy Gobert.
He is good.
No, he's not!
At defending. That is it.
He's good at defending in the paint.
Yeah, that's it. But Anthony Edwards and all of them, I believe in him. I think Ant is the next superstar in this league.
Yeah, he is, but Jokic is the current superstar.
Yeah. Well,
And Jokic is going to absolutely cook both Cat and Gobert.
okay.
I also don't trust that Cat's fully healthy. I mean, he came off a partially torn meniscus. You don't recover from a partially torn meniscus in a little less than a month. Just going to throw that out. I have the Mavericks coming out of the top part.
Over the OKC? Well,
over
I'll
the
take
Kings.
Mavs. Yeah, I'll take the Mavs.
Yeah. I have the Nuggets making the finals.
I got the Mavs.
Of course.
We've seen Luka get hot. Luka gets hot. There's no stopping him. He's dropping 50 on your head.
In the East, I'm not even going to ask Bulls and Hawks. It doesn't matter.
Celtics.
Yeah, the Celtics are going to sweep them. Either team. It doesn't matter. Cavs and Magic. This may be the most boring matchup, the most overlooked matchup, because nobody cares.
The Magic.
I'm also going with the Magic.
This Magic team is awesome.
They are. They're good. Nobody talks about them. The Bucks and the Pacers.
Pacers.
I'm going with the Pacers in a sweep. I don't trust the Bucks.
It doesn't matter for the next one because it's the Knicks.
See, if the Sixers win, I have the Sixers beating the Knicks at the 7th seed. I don't have the Sixers even competing with the Celtics. If they face up with the Knicks, now I will have the Knicks if the Heat win, because the Knicks are better than the Heat. The Sixers are better than the Knicks if they end up winning.
Yeah.
Because the Knicks, they have one guy. It's Jalen Brunson. And Jalen Brunson's going to have to carry this team on his back like he has basically all year since Julius Randle got hurt. He should be
MVP
in the MVP conversation, but nobody talks about it. But I'm gonna go ahead and say, just because the Heat are winning right now, I'm going to go with the Knicks. So we have the same Celtics Magic.
Celtics.
I'm also going with the Celtics. I think the Magic will take them to 7 games.
I could go 6.
Pacers and Knicks.
Pacers.
I'm also going with the Pacers. Celtics, Pacers.
Celtics.
Also the Celtics. I have the Nuggets winning the championship in 6 over the Celtics. The Jokic taking home Finals MVP again.
I have the Celtics. I have to go by Celtics.
How many games?
6.
Who wins MVP? Jason Tatum. Hey, Kristaps Porzingis.
Genius Bingus. If he doesn't get home, maybe. But I'm going to go Jalen Brown.
Because he's a better player.
No.
He's the best player on the team.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is. Remember our NBA prediction? I can't wait. The play-in is Friday for, I believe, both games for the 8 seed. Playoffs start Saturday. So that's what I will be doing Saturday. Let's go. Now to baseball, the Rangers called up Jack Leiter. He will make his first career start on Thursday.
It'll be interesting because he's been killing it in AAA.
The Dodgers called up Andy Pages. He went 1 for 4 in his debut last night against the Nationals. The Astros finally called up Forrest Whitley. He is a reliever. He went 2/3 of an inning, allowed 1 hit, no runs, got out of a bases-loaded jam.
We're not gonna talk about my boy Andy Pages.
No.
You're just gonna pass him up like that?
Yeah.
How dare you?
Go ahead, talk about Andy.
I love Andy. Dude is one of the best, just raw hitters I've seen in the minors when he's not home. I think he'll be good.
On a team that doesn't need him.
Yeah.
Jackson Holliday struggled. He was 0 for 11 in his first 11 at-bats. He finally got his first hit. He still only has 1 hit. He's batting a whole 43. He is struggling. The Mariners called up Jonathan Clase. He got a hit in his first career game. John Sterling, the Yankees' radio voice, announced his retirement on Monday, effective immediately. He's very surprised that it's like 3 weeks in and he's already retiring. But of course, this is, if you listen to any Yankees games, you know who John Sterling is.
Yeah.
Ozzie Albies was placed on the IL. Seems like this is always what happens. With a fractured big toe. Christian Yelich, another guy, sent to the IL. It just seems like every year it's these 2 guys. He has a strained back.
It's always as bad.
Devers suffered a knee injury. He did play today. Of course, he had a shoulder injury last week. He ran into Tyler O'Neill earlier this week. Like, everything's going wrong for Devers. And Michael Busch, former Dodger, he had a home run in 5 straight games. It's probably good that they traded him. So he can actually get playing time.
Told you that's all that needed to happen. Told you!
I'll take a look at the standings here if this loads. If it doesn't, we're 3 weeks in, so who cares?
Athletics are an amazing team.
The Athletics are solid. They're actually not that bad. I said they wouldn't finish last in the division. I'm pretty sure the Astros are still last in the division, which is...
They are like that every year, though.
They're just really hurt.
Yeah.
They have a lot of guys hurt. Justin Verlander is making his season debut on Friday.
Could you imagine being a AAA kid and facing Justin Verlander?
No.
That'd be scary. Tuesday kid up in the stands.
Okay. Here we go, finally. The Yankees lead the Orioles in the AL East. The Orioles have won 4 straight. The Blue Jays had won 4 straight until they lost today. Every team in the AL East is over 500. It is the best division in baseball. The AL Central is not. It's not even close. The Guardians and the Royals have won 7 of their last 10. They've been playing great. They're both at the top of the division. The Tigers are right behind them, and then it goes the Twins and the White Sox. The Twins, I had high hopes for the Twins. I thought they could contend for this division. Doesn't help that basically everybody on their team's hurt, including Royce Lewis, but what's new for Royce Lewis? That's about all he does is get hurt, so... They have a whole negative 20 run differential. Not as bad as the White Sox, though. Negative 54. They got 3 wins on the year. They're the worst team in baseball. In the AL West, the Rangers lead it. The Rangers are the only team over 500 in the AL West. The Mariners have won 3 straight. They're 9-10. Then is the Angels, the A's, and the Astros sitting at the bottom. The Astros have lost 3 straight. In the NL East, just what everybody thought, the Braves and the Phillies are at the top. The Mets have been looking better. They're in 3rd. They're the only teams over 500. My Nationals are 8-10. And then, hey, the Marlins they've gotten 4 wins. I can't wait until they trade everybody at the deadline. In the NL Central, the NL Central is a sneaky good division. All but one team is 500 or over, and it's the Cardinals, who are half a game below, or a game below 500. The Brewers and the Cubs, of course, are at the top. Then the Pirates fell off a little bit. They've lost 3 straight. Your Reds have also lost 3 straight. And then that's the Cardinals.
Did you see they had like the lowest attendance at their stadium since the new stadium opened up?
That doesn't surprise me. They're also asking for St. Louis people to, or for the city of St. Louis to up taxes so they can renovate Busch Stadium.
It's brand new! Yeah, let's just let the taxpayers pay for a poopy team that can't do anything.
That's what all the comments on the Twitter thing is that the fans are not going to be happy because they're not happy with the team right now.
Well, no, they got to retire Mahomes.
And all their young players just
suck.
In the NL West, the Dodgers lead it by a game over the Padres. Of course, the Dodgers just lost series to my Nationals. The Padres have been really good. I don't know how.
They're good.
Then the Diamondbacks and the Giants are right behind them. The Rockies have 4 wins. I don't expect much. Great story for the Rockies the other day. I don't know if you saw it. They have so many injuries, and their bench was so low. They used all their bench players. They put in Kyle Freeland, the pitcher, to pinch run. He hurt himself sliding into home.
I'm so sorry, Rockies fans.
That's just
to the 10 of you, that's...
Also, Nolan Jones is trash. Dude has started off terribly. I mean, really, the whole team started off terribly besides Tovar, and that's about it.
That's because my boy Tovar. He needs to leave this team. This team is a...
Everybody on that team needs to leave.
Yeah. Remember when they used to be good when they had Cargo and all of them? And Tulowitzki and Arenado? Those were good
That's
times.
a long time ago.
2011 was like the last time they were good.
You're making Rockies fans
cry.
Yes.
It's okay, Rocky fans. I'm in the same boat as a Reds fan. But that time we were good too.
The batting average leader is Jose Altuve, although they are one of the worst teams in the league. He leads the league batting .387, Orlando Arcia .377, and Mookie Betts .369. Jesse Winker batting .364 for the Nationals. Most home runs, Marcell Ozuna hit another one today. He is up to 8. He leads. Second was 7. Mike Trout and Tyler O'Neill tied for third is Mookie.
Mookie's MVP right now.
Yeah, it's not even close.
Yeah.
Marcell Ozuna also leads in RBIs with 23. Bryce Terang leads in stolen bases. Tyler Glasnow, Tanner Houck, Ranger Suarez had a complete game shutout last night. Jose Berrios and Seth Lugo are tied for first with 3 wins.
Jose Berrios doesn't have 174 ERA.
The best ERA in the league is Cutter Crawford, .42.
Dude's been nasty.
Reed Detmer is also up there in fourth at 1.04. Seth Lugo, 1.05. Ronel Blanco continues his great year, only a .86.
That helps you have a no-hitter.
Yeah. The most saves in the league, Clay Holmes, Kyle Finnegan. He would have the most if he didn't blow like 4 of them. He should still not be the closer. It should be Hunter Harvey. Davey Martinez, listen to me. Hunter Harvey should be the closer. Yeah, I know. And Ryan Helsley has 7 saves at the top.
Is that about how many wins the Cardinals have?
I'm pretty sure, yes. No, they have 9. So the most strikeouts in the league is Tyler Glasnow. Second is the rookie Jared Jones.
He's nasty, dude.
Hunter Green is up there, tied 4th with 30.
With his ERA about 7.
The most quality starts in the league, Jose Berrios and Seth Lugo. Who would have thought that them two would have been up there?
I could see Berrios. Berrios has shown flashes. But Seth Lugo.
You know who has turned into the Alek Manoah of this year for the Blue Jays? Kevin Gausman. Been really bad.
That team's just bad.
Also, Alek Manoah is getting lit up in rehab starts in AA. So
Vlad sucks.
Yeah, so does Bo right now.
The whole team sucks.
Cavan may be their best player.
I would not go that far still.
Cavan got benched because he's been so bad. We're going to move on to other sports. Scotty Scheffler beat Ludwig Oberg. It was Ludwig Oberg's first ever
I watched the Masters.
Master. Yeah, I did too. Beat him by 4 strokes to win his second Masters. Scotty was the best player basically all weekend. Besides the first day, Bryson DeChambeau was the best the first day, and then he just forgot how to make a putt.
Like always.
Well, I gotta say, if Scotty Scheffler could learn how to putt, he would win every week by like 10 strokes. Dude is a terrible putter. He's great at everything. Putting's trash. Of course, this weekend, the RBC Heritage and the Corrales Putacana Championship. This weekend. Chase Elliott won a caution-filled race at Texas. They had like 5 overtimes. Everybody was just wrecking each other. Chase Elliott is his first win in a long time. I was really hoping Brad Keselowski was going to pull it out. It's been a long time. Over 100 races for Brad Keselowski since the last one.
Byron wanted it.
Yeah. Dude, he took out Chastain.
I don't think it was on purpose. I think it was kind of a racing deal. Because you see how much momentum Byron had? Dude was moving.
I was waiting for Chastain to take out. If he would have gotten Chase, he would have, which I would have been happy with that. Screw Chase Elliott, but.
And then, Kyle Larson would have won, but, his title fell off.
He also got taken out at the end.
It's always Kyle. It's always Kyle Larson, man. Leave the guy alone.
Of course, Talladega is this weekend. Of course, I will be watching this race.
Well, of course, dude. It's the best race.
So
it's not the best race, but
who wins? It could be anybody.
Corey LaJoie.
I'm going Michael McDowell. Michael McDowell's always good at any restrictor plate. The IndyCar Grand Prix of Long Beach is this weekend. Who wins?
Newgarden.
You're just gonna pick Newgarden all year?
Newgarden.
You have picked Newgarden the first 2 races.
Yeah, it's been over like 5 months. They take a 2-month break in between each race. I forget who I pick.
That's true. But we're moving closer to May. You know what that means.
Coming to St. Louis.
The Indy 500.
Oh.
Nobody cares about Gateway. The Indy 500 is much better. I can't wait till the Indy 500. See Kyle do the double.
I think Kyle wins. He's going to be like Tony Stewart.
No.
That's what he needs to do. He needs to go win. He needs to go finish good to take the top spot over Tony Stewart. And it's the best driver in history. Right now, it's still Tony Stewart.
How about Kyle? We get Kyle into a McLaren car in F1 as well. How about he goes to Monaco, races that in the morning, flies all the way to Indianapolis in like an hour after the race, which is impossible.
10-hour flight, if not longer.
Runs that, and then he runs the Coke 600.
And then he wins High Limit Series. If he could, he would. And he probably win all 4 of them.
I'm going to go with Scott Dixon this weekend.
You going to pick him every week?
I have not picked him every week. I picked Newgarden last month, because that was their last race.
Yeah, I wish I was an IndyCar driver.
Yeah.
Race 1 week, get 12 weeks off.
The F1 Chinese Grand Prix is this weekend. Go ahead and say it. Lando. I don't
He's
even
never
know.
gonna win
I know.
a race. He's
Nobody's ever gonna win a race besides Max.
Sainz did.
Because Max's car basically blew up. That's the only reason he won.
They probably could have fixed it and put him back out, and they still probably would have won. On the backup call. Do they have backup calls?
No. They bring one car.
No. It's kind of stupid. I mean, a car is like $10 million.
Yeah. Caitlin Clark went first overall to the Indiana Fever. If you want to go to a game, good luck. I would love to go to a game, but very expensive, and a lot of tickets are already sold out. They also, the Fever went from the worst record in the league the last 2 years, because remember, they were also the worst team last year.
But they have to leave Boston.
Yeah. They now have all but 2 of their games nationally broadcast.
So
How's that Caitlin Clark effect? Yeah. Cameron Brink went second to the Sparks. Camila Cordoso and Angel Reese went to the Chicago Sky. Yeah.
Who cares about Angel Reese?
I just put it on here because there's people who love her and people who hate her.
Hey, do you know Kate Martin's from Edwardsville?
No, she's not.
Yeah, she is.
Is she really?
Yeah. She went to Edwardsville High School.
Huh. It's kind of cool that she got drafted
Yeah.
because she didn't think she was going to, and that's why she was sitting in the stands.
Yeah.
On the Aces.
So she's going to win a championship.
Yeah, because they're the best team. No, everybody's going to be betting on the Fever this year.
They probably will.
The Fever are not going to be that good. Caitlin Clark
Can't carry a team in NBA.
I'm going to tell you, Caitlin Clark is not going to be like she is in college. She's still going to be an amazing player, but all these people who think that she's just going to go out, win a championship, win MVP. Her first year, she's not Candace Parker. And this is not the WNBA when Candace Parker was a rookie.
Yeah.
There's a lot of talent. I'll actually be watching WNBA games this year.
You're gonna buy. Never mind.
I'd love to buy a jersey over, but they're already sold out.
Really?
They're sold out that
You
night.
gonna buy those shoes?
It is no. Of
Those shoes are sold out too.
course they are.
Did you see Wemby's shoes?
Dude, they're ugly.
They are so ugly.
They are so. His logo's amazing.
Yeah,
I love his
but
logo,
the
but his
shoe-
shoe is god awful.
It looks like a freaking jet ski.
It's trash.
It's ugly. Ugly.
That's all we have. Thank you guys for listening. Of course, enjoy the NBA playoffs this weekend. That's about everything that's going on. Enjoy baseball. It's kind of like that point of the baseball season where it's like you don't really pay attention unless you're like an avid baseball fan. Like I haven't really paid attention to anything. I pay attention to the Nationals losing all the time. You can't say much.
So
We're one game. We have one less win than you guys
we're still a better
in a
team.
much harder
We're
division.
still a better team.
Are you?
Yeah. We've been hit with the injury bug. Freaking everybody's injured.
Or they're either injured or suspended for doing PDs.
Why do you have to bring it up? Every time.
Because it's funny.
I
Thank you
bought
guys.
2 more college quiz.
I don't care. Thank you guys for listening. Come back here next week. Enjoy the NBA playoffs. And we don't really have anything planned for next week since I gave my mock draft this week.
When is it, draft?
So, next Thursday. Maybe some trades will happen
Yeah.
over the week. Thank you guys for listening. Come back here next week. Peace.